Have you ever caught your cat staring at you with something that looked a lot like disappointment? Because here's the uncomfortable truth most cat parents never face. Your cat keeps score, not with grudges or resentment, but with something quieter, more permanent. An internal shift when certain lines get crossed. And once it happens, getting back to where you were takes more than a handful of treats. Today, we're counting down 10 things your cat will never forgive, even if you're their favorite person. But before we get started, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. Number 10. You broke their routine. Cats build their entire sense of safety around predictability. The sun rises, the food appears, you come home. These rhythms are their anchor. So when you feed them at 7 every morning for 2 years, and then suddenly sleep in until 10, your cat does not just get hungry. They get unsettled in a way that runs deeper than an empty stomach. Break the rhythm too many times, and your cat stops believing their environment is stable. A cat who cannot predict their world is a cat who stops fully relaxing in it. Feed them on schedule again, and they will forgive the hunger. But the quiet anxiety that settles in after repeated disruption? That takes months to undo. But wait until you hear what happens when you ignore something even more personal than their schedule. Number 9. Forced affection backfires. There is a moment every cat owner knows. You scoop up your cat, and for a split second their whole body stiffens. Ears flatten, tail flicks sharply. And you hold on anyway because they are just being dramatic, right? Wrong. When you force physical contact on a cat who is not consenting, you are teaching them that their body is not their own around you. Cats communicate boundaries clearly through body language. But when those signals are ignored repeatedly, something inside them shifts. They stop giving warnings because warnings do not work. Instead, they simply avoid you, quietly sitting just out of reach, leaving when you enter. Rebuilding trust after that takes painfully long. But here is something even more surprising about how cats process disrespect. Number 8. The stare they hate. Most people assume a long, loving stare means affection. For cats, it means the exact opposite. In feline body language, direct, unbroken eye contact is a threat. It says, "I am watching you because you might be dangerous." When you lock eyes and refuse to look away, you are not connecting. You are challenging them. Every second that gaze holds, their nervous system registers it as a low-grade confrontation. One staring contest will not destroy your relationship. But if you constantly crowd their face and ignore the way they look away or blink rapidly, you are slowly convincing your cat that you are unpredictable. Try this instead. Look at them softly, blink slowly, and turn away. That one gesture says, "I trust you completely." And wait until you hear what happens when you cross a line more primal than eye contact. Number 7. When you yell. Your cat does not understand your words, but they understand everything else. The volume spike, the sharpness in the air, the way your whole energy changes in half a second. To a creature whose survival depends on reading threats, that sudden shift is genuinely terrifying. Not because they think you will hurt them, but because their entire world just became unpredictable. A cat who gets yelled at does not learn the lesson you think you are teaching. They learn one thing only: this person is not safe. Once that association forms, it does not matter how many calm moments you shared before. The next time your voice rises, their body remembers before their mind does. They flinch. They hide. But what really destroys trust is not the yelling itself, it is what happens right after. Number 6. You ignored the warning. Every cat gives warnings. The tail flick, the flattened ears, the low growl you convinced yourself was just a weird purr. And when you pushed past those signals anyway, kept petting, kept holding, kept doing what they clearly told you to stop, you broke something. Not the thing you were doing to them. You broke their belief that communication with you works. In the wild, ignoring another cat's warning gets you swiped. But in your home, your cat has learned something far worse than aggression. They have learned helplessness. Their signals do not matter, so they stop sending them. A cat who stops communicating has given up on being understood. That is not obedience. That is quiet, devastating resignation. But here is something most owners do not realize until it is too late. Number 5. Strangers in their space. Your home is your cat's entire world. Every corner, every scent, every patch of sunlight on the carpet belongs to them. So when you bring a stranger through the door, a guest, a repair person, a new partner, and expect your cat to just deal with it, you are violating something sacred. Cats do not understand social obligation. They do not care that your mother flew across the country and really wants to meet them. What they understand is that an unknown scent invaded their safe zone with zero warning, and the person they trusted to protect that space just allowed it. Give your cat an escape route before guests arrive. Create a quiet room with their bed and litter box. Nothing erodes feline trust faster than making them feel unsafe in the only home they have. Number 4. The chase they fear. There is a difference between playing chase and actually chasing your cat. Your cat knows it better than you do. When you run after them for fun, you are not playing in their eyes. You are hunting them. Heart rate spikes, pupils dilate, their body floods with the same chemicals that would save their life in the wild. Do this once and they recover. Do it repeatedly and you become something unexpected. Not their safe person, but a source of unpredictable pursuit. Some cats begin hiding the moment they hear your footsteps quicken. To their nervous system, playful sprinting and a real chase are identical. The fear response is the same. If your cat runs from you genuinely afraid, stop. Let them return on their own terms. Chasing them before they are ready is the fastest way to convince them you are no longer safe. Number 3. The vet betrayal. The carrier appears from the closet, and suddenly, your cat vanishes. Under the bed, behind the couch. Gone. Because to your cat, the vet is not healthcare. It is abduction. Strange hands, cold tables, sharp smells, and the one person they trusted standing there letting it all happen. Here is the part most owners miss. The betrayal is not the vet visit itself. It is the deception around it. Grabbing your cat suddenly, forcing them into a carrier with zero warning and no comfort. They do not know what is happening. They only know that you, their one safe person, are part of it. Leave the carrier out days before. Let it become furniture. Put treats inside regularly. When the appointment comes, your cat may still dislike the vet, but they will not associate that fear with you. Now here is something even more painful than being tricked. Number 2. Laughing at their fear. You have probably done this without thinking. Your cat spooks at a cucumber, jumps 3 feet at a vacuum, bolts because a plastic bag rustled, and you laughed because it was genuinely funny. But to your cat, in that moment of terror, your reaction becomes part of the memory. They were afraid. They looked to you for safety, and they found you laughing. Cats read human emotional responses with unsettling accuracy. Your tone, your posture, your expression. When their fear is met with amusement, they do not understand humor. They understand that you saw them terrified and did nothing. That is a crack in the foundation that widens every time. Laugh later if you must. But in the moment your cat is afraid, be the calm presence they need, because you are the only safety they have. And that brings us to the most painful one of all. Number 1. When you walked away. This is the one that will sit with you. Your cat was sick or scared, or just curled up on a bad day looking at you with eyes that said something was wrong. And you were busy, tired, distracted. So you walked past. You figured they would be fine, and maybe they were. But cats remember the moments you were not there. Not with anger, not with punishment, but with distance. They stop coming to you first. They stop sleeping on your pillow. they stop asking altogether. Because asking and being ignored is far more painful than never asking at all. The most unforgivable thing you can do to your cat is not a single dramatic action. It is a quiet pattern of absence when they needed you most. And the hardest part? You may not even realize it happened until the connection is already gone. Here is the strange and beautiful thing about cats. They want to forgive you. Every single one of these can be repaired. Not with treats, not with toys, but with consistency. Show up. Pay attention. Respect the signals. Let them come to you. A cat who has been hurt and then shown genuine patience will eventually come back. Not because they forgot, because they chose to trust you again. And in the cat world, that choice means everything. If this video hit home, give it a like and share it with a fellow cat parent who needs to hear this. Drop the number that stung the most in the comments. I love hearing your stories. And don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell for more.